Sure. Okay. And add audio output. Okay. Sure. Okay. Add audio output.
You gotta put the Xbox stream back on though.
No, I'm going to. I'm going to. No, I'm going to. That took forever,
Alright,
bro.
should we introduce ourselves?
Oh
real quick?
yeah,
I need to get
absolutely.
closer to
Here,
the
so
camera.
let me turn the volume down or off, so it's not, so they're not like hearing
Dude,
the
we're
stream.
live right now.
Yeah, I know. No, but they're like, they would be hearing what we're seeing through the stream.
They still hear us.
No, they'd hear us
We're-
double. They'd hear us double. It'd be like double.
Alright.
All right.
Okay. Hi, hello.
Hey.
My name is Luke Tremont, and this is streaming, and we're going to be talking about console wars, and on top of that, playing Mortal Kombat 1.
Yeah, so hey, as he said, he's Luke Tremont and I'm Josh Langley, so we're going to be streaming a little bit of Mortal Kombat here later, but what we're going to focus on the first part of the stream is console wars and just kind of gaming in general. So, yeah, I'll kick it back to Luke.
All right, so let's start out with console wars are, right? So there's PlayStation and Xbox, and they've always been rivals. I'm sure if you're a gamer, you're watching the stream, you know that, and you have your chosen console or not. And so there's advantages for each one. One of them being that PlayStation 5 has really good exclusives, but I think Xbox definitely takes the cake when it comes to multiplayer and just user interface. What do you think?
No, yeah, so I think the one thing that Xbox really is able to come home on is the backwards compatibility aspect. I mean, I really no, genuinely. I think that aspect of it, because you're able to go back and play games like World at War 1, you're able to play Black Ops 2, you're able to play, the first Forza that came out. You're able to play all of these other games that PlayStation just isn't suited that way. PlayStation, you can't do that. You can't do it to the level that Xbox can do it. And also, the one thing that I think allows Xbox to take the cake in this is, I mean, simply just the accessibility of it. I mean, Microsoft, especially if you have Windows and you have devices along those lines, it's very streamlined across it. It's not like you're having to jump.
One
back
thing
and forth.
I will say though about Microsoft is it took us about 2.5 hours to set up the stream, so it definitely wasn't the easiest thing.
No, I mean that's fair. That's fair. I think that's a little bit of user error though.
So UI though, just on the fact of UI, so this is your Xbox UI, right? And you have your apps here, and it's pretty easy to navigate. And I will say I recently got a PS5 about a year ago, and it kind of took a little while to kind of figure out how to work a little bit.
Yeah. I think one of the things that like I closely relate Xbox and Microsoft to in a lot of ways is, funny enough, Apple. Like if you use an Apple versus an Android kind of like PlayStation, you have, I don't want to say a lot more options, but you have more accessibility, you have more options and stuff, at least in my experience, as opposed to Xbox. It's very, like, I don't want to say set in place, but kind of like iPhone. Its user face is super easy, super simple, super learnable at a very quick pace, as opposed to, as he said, kind of with PlayStation. I know myself, it took me a hot minute when I played. My roommate actually has a PlayStation 5, and when I played on his, it just took me a while to get used to the controls. So.
One thing I will say though, one thing I would disagree with is I think PlayStation's a little more Apple in the way it looks more polished.
Yeah.
It looks a lot more polished. I mean, both of them are Android systems, so it's not really ever like Apple. Apple doesn't really make video game consoles, but I will say I agree with the easy accessibility with Xbox is like an iPhone, where all your apps you can just click and touch. When you have more in depth, I feel like with an Android phone.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I'll pose you this question because you own both consoles. What do you like the most?
Dude, so I like PlayStation's exclusives.
Okay.
And I like the controller. It's like they have the haptic triggers.
Yeah.
So it feels a lot more like you're gaming, and it's like more of an experience, I would say. So all my single player games are on my Xbox or on my PlayStation.
Okay.
And all my multiplayer games are on my Xbox, and I play my Xbox a lot more.
Okay.
And one thing I will say though is the battery pack thing with the Xbox. I don't like because I have a dock where I just put my controller into it and it charges.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for my PlayStation.
Interesting.
But my Xbox, I feel like I'm buying AA batteries every 2 weeks.
Yeah, you do have to do that. You do have docks. There are certain docks for certain controllers. But I do agree that I know, at least with the PlayStation, it is the accessibility in that.
Oh,
sense
we
is
probably should
pretty
mention that we actually are capturing all of our gameplay on an Xbox Series X. So if you're on the fence about buying one, I recommend it. It's a great product.
Yeah, that's one thing that's I don't know. Does PlayStation do that? Can you stream directly off of your PlayStation?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's probably a lot more complicated though, honestly.
Probably, yeah.
You guys will
probably.
actually see that later in the streams. We're bringing both consoles.
Yeah, so we'll
Putting
bring in
head to
both
head.
both consoles. We'll
If we
play
can
head
figure
to
it out.
head. Yeah, if we can figure it out for that.
No
matter.
promises on that.
No promises, but hopefully by the end of the semester we'll be able to stream on both. And yeah, it's just.
So you've been a Xbox player for life, right?
I've been yeah. So I got my first Xbox when I want to say 12 or 13. It was the Xbox 360. It had come out. I used to share one with my sibling. He ended up getting a job and he didn't want to share anymore, funny enough. But we ended up getting another one, and I mean, we played that for years, well over a decade. So.
Yeah, I've actually gone back and forth with each console.
Okay.
But I will say that the experience you get with that PlayStation, not the same as an Xbox. So when I upgraded to the PS5, from PS4, it was a completely different system. It felt like.
Interesting.
Like they improved everything. When it
Okay.
came to an Xbox, it felt like the same system, just with better,
Mechanics and
graphics,
graphics and stuff like that.
But the UI was the same.
Yeah. Interesting.
So I have to ask you though, since you've been an Xbox person, do you feel like you've missed out on any PlayStation stuff?
Ooh, I think. No, I'm gonna rock with Microsoft. I have to stand my ground on that. Yeah,
no God of War.
No. I mean, I think there is some aspects like the exclusive specifically. I think the exclusive, that is one thing that is difficult because I mean you pick one side or the other, and I mean you can obviously kind of like Luke, you can go over the lines of it, and you can play PlayStation games, you can play Xbox games. But the exclusive specifically, that is one thing that I will say. I don't want to say I miss, but I do wish there was the ability to play both without having to buy the extra console or use a different console. But I think across the board, especially me leaning more towards like stuff like Halo and Starfield, I really tend to lay more on the Microsoft side of things.
What do you think about Microsoft getting Bethesda and that being an Xbox exclusive now?
I think for Xbox and Microsoft users, it's a pretty big asset. It's because as you've said, PlayStation has God of War. They have God, what were the other ones that they have?
Last of Us, Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, one of my all-time favorite games.
Yeah, so they have all of those exclusives, which has for a while made me teetered a little bit of being like, like they have these games that I'd love to play and stuff, but then I have to buy this whole other console and kind of turn my back on Xbox in a sense, a little bit. But now having like the Starfield and Halo and all these new series coming to Microsoft and seeing this platform really be outfitted with all these new games and exclusives, it's made me really happy. Kind of standing on my side of the way. So.
Yeah, one thing I will say is I was a big Skyrim kid growing up. I played a lot of Skyrim. I love Bethesda. So the fact that it is only now on Xbox, I mean, kind of sad because I know everybody enjoyed Bethesda games. So I feel like it's a big loss for PlayStation. There's a lot of controversy surrounding everything now.
Yeah, it is interesting seeing the controversy because there's some part of it that makes me it begs me to wonder of like from a game developer side, is it worth going to only one console and like doing the exclusive deal with Microsoft or PlayStation, whoever it is?
They didn't do an exclusive deal. They got bought.
Oh, is that what happened?
Microsoft
I didn't know that.
Bought Bethesda. Isn't that crazy?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah, they kind of just fucking. They kind of just
Yeah. I wonder. It's gonna be really interesting to me. So I don't know if this isn't exactly gaming related, but it is an interesting aspect, at least to me. Is like we talk about monopolies in college and in high school and stuff like that, of like you getting these monopolies, and a lot of times government will step in and be like, oh no, you can't, because you're basically making the market as to like this polar thing of like you can only go to this gas station or this gas station, or you can only go to this phone company or this phone company. Well, now you can only go to Xbox or PlayStation. Like there's Nintendo and there's a couple other things out there.
It's just not the same.
But it's not the same. It is
And
like you have two
for
big
anybody
things.
talking about your PC and how the PC is the best thing, I agree with you. But the cost it takes to build a PC and to keep that thing up running and up to date. The reason the consoles, I think, take the cake in this, and so I specifically talking about consoles, it's just designed for playing video games.
Yeah. I think the versatility of a PC is what a lot of people like to refer to it being a master race,
Yeah.
And I can understand that, but once again, as Luke's already said, when you're playing a console game, when you're playing a storyline like Skyrim or Red Dead Redemption or even Call of Duty, these multiplayer games. I'm not saying you can't play them on PC. You absolutely can, but I feel like it just encapsulates you in such a different experience when you're playing on a console itself.
Well, especially with the access to mods on PC, you're almost playing a different game.
Yeah,
Because you're playing a very vanilla game on console. When it comes to PC, you're kind of just creating your own game, which is good in its own right, but it's different. So you guys are out of the question. We're not going to talk about the Master Race, all right? You guys have your cake. We're going to keep ours.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so let's rank our games real quick. Top 5.
Oh, of all time.
So let's break this down into categories.
Okay.
Let's go open world games.
Okay.
And shooters.
Open world games and shooters. Okay. Are we doing top 5 for each?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to start or do you want me to?
You want to change this to multiplayer games? Just multiplayer games?
Yeah, let's do multiplayer. Let's do multiplayer.
You want me to start or you want to start?
I guess open world is multiplayer as well.
No,
So
I mean solely single player multiplayer games like Skyrim, and we're talking about GTA story mode. Okay, I guess we can.
Because Red Dead Redemption still has multiplayer. So let's do it as open world concept and FPV for
FOV.
Whatever it's called.
POV. I don't know.
Well, FPS, first person shooter.
All right, games where you get to explore a world and games where you're stuck, basically like Call of Duty. All right, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So if I had to start for myself, at least top 3. I don't know if I have 5, but top 3 would be would have to start with Skyrim. Like Skyrim or Oblivion. Oblivion was one of the ones back in the day, but Skyrim, when Skyrim came out, it was just, revolutionary in its sense. So Skyrim, Oblivion. I would do Red Dead Redemption 2 specifically. 1 was good as well, but 2 I think just took the cake. 3, I would say Destiny. I really like Destiny. It was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool game. I didn't love every aspect of it, but I think in the pursuit of what they did a pretty good job. GTA, is just kind of a classic. And then one more. Ooh, I'm trying to think. What are some other open world games?
So if you had a PlayStation, you'd already have 2 more.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't know. I'm gonna tap out there. I'm gonna tap out at 4.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna go 7.
Okay. Well, all right.
I'm gonna show you PlayStation.
All right.
This one.
Okay.
All right. So my favorite all-time game is Ghost of Tsushima. I actually lived in Japan when I was little. My dad was in the Navy, so it's the whole Japanese culture thing. Just insane graphics. The combat system was fun. The story was great. But right up on number 2, if not even, for me, it's gonna be Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Okay.
That story for a video game, it's enough to make a grown man cry. Let's be honest.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
That story arc and just the world felt so alive.
Yeah.
But I will say, my number 3 is going to be Bethesda games just in general. Skyrim, you have different universe, or Skyrim, Fallout, and Starfield. I've been playing a lot of Starfield
I forgot
recently.
about Fallout and Starfield.
Yeah.
How did I forget?
But Skyrim, I will say, is better than both those games. That game brought me into the whole gaming kind of atmosphere, I will say.
Yeah. Fallout was a good pick. I completely. Also, the stream is still live. It just, our computer monitor went out for a second, so sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, I completely forgot about the Fallout games. I don't know how I forgot about that. And Starfield, it just came out, what, a couple months back?
So, no, it came out a couple weeks ago. And I already beat the game, and I loved it.
Woo.
Yeah, it was quite the experience. I haven't had that much fun playing a video game. So.
Really? That good?
Okay, so I will say, now my last 2, Spider-Man.
Really? Okay.
Oh, so fun. Swinging around, really good graphics, storyline's pretty good. And then I'm going to say my last one was going to be Cyberpunk. I enjoyed Cyberpunk as well.
Okay.
After all the updates. Yeah, after all the updates, it turned it around. It's beautiful, engaging. Really enjoyed that.
Okay.
Let's go shooters now, or the other guy.
Yeah. So, I think starting strong, my top out of that category is gonna be Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 2 is a classic game. Between multiplayer, the game modes, even, the single-player aspects of it, the missions, and being in the desert, and then riding in snowmobiles, jumping mountains. You have heartbeat sensors. You have these different weapons that you get to interact with. You have these different locations that you get to interact with. It's not like you're just in the U.S. or you're just in European countries. It's like you're everywhere. Like, you're in the Middle East, you're in Europe, you're in Russia, you're in America. Like, you are all across the board.
I will say that whole trilogy
Oh, that whole
original,
trilogy is
it's
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I mean, same with like
Um,
Black Ops and all that too.
Yeah. So Modern Warfare 2, for individual games, Modern Warfare 2 would be the first. Black Ops 2 would be the next. So Black Ops 2, the aspect of the gameplay, the multiplayer, the single player was all great. But I think really, at least for me, I'm a little biased in this sense, but the zombies aspect. Zombies, I think, in that game, they just perfected it. They really did perfect it. They had so many great zombie maps and different ways you could play it, and Easter eggs and moon and this and all these different maps. So I think that's a really good aspect. Three is just gonna be, I can't pick one. I would just have to say the Halo franchise. Halo franchise was just phenomenal.
You know, we forgot to add for open world was Assassin's Creed.
Oh, I did. I forgot about Assassin's Creed.
That's
Wow.
up there. That's
Up there. That's up there. That's definitely on top 10. Top 10 for sure.
Yeah, amazing
I'm
franchise.
trying to think what else. What other games do I play? Forza. I mean, Forza's an incredible game.
That's an Xbox exclusive.
It is an Xbox exclusive. Phenomenal game. Let me think. One more. Let's just go with the classic Minecraft. You're rocking. I'll rock with my boys Minecraft and Mojang. Whether you play Java or Bedrock, I love them both. I actually have a stream, or not a stream, but I have a server in a realm myself. Me and my friends go hop on it literally every single weekend. I opened up the realm like, I don't know, 6 months back or something. We've been on it constantly when we're out of school. We all grab a beer, or we grab our food, and we go and hop on stream, or hop on the server in realm, and we just play. And we actually do stream it sometimes. So those would be my 5.
So I'm actually gonna throw something. Mine are pretty similar to yours, but there's
Okay.
one thing I'm gonna change from Minecraft is For Honor. If you've never played For Honor, I recommend giving it a play. It's a very different skill. It's made by Ubisoft, and it's hard to explain. We'll play it on the stream one of these days.
Yeah, we'll definitely play it. Definitely.
I've dumped a lot of hours into that game playing with a bunch of my friends. It's quite the experience. So should we hop into Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, so I mean, nothing else. I mean, if there's anything you guys got, chat, we're still hopping into this. We got one stream. We got one
I think
viewer.
it's us.
That's me. Yeah. Well, there was another person. We had 2 a second ago.
Definitely was Huff. Definitely was Huff.
It must have been Huff. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see.
What if that's just not us? We were just saying that the whole time.
There's another person in here. Yeah. All right. Let me. Oh, there is another guy in here, or maybe that was the other guy. Counter Strike. Counter Strike 2. Is this Mortal Kombat 1?
Yes.
Yes, it is. All right, let me keep it up like that. Sorry, guys, we are still new to streaming, at least on this whole setup, so excuse us and a little bit of our inactions here. But yeah, guys, we are going to hop into Mortal Kombat, and let's just put the show on the road. So, thank you for joining. Thank you for coming to the stream. Please send it out to people. Send it out to people you know. Send it out to people you don't know.
I don't know why it's not working.
There it is.
All right, so this is Mortal Kombat. So I will say I've played a little bit of it so far. The story mode's been fantastic. I've loved every second of it. We actually played, just kind of tested out.
Yeah.
We had a great time, and both of us are not insane.
No, we're both trash at it. We're both not good. But I think we're pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, so if you're looking to have fun, you can definitely have fun with friends. Of course, everybody has that. Hold on, technical difficulties. Okay.
Alright, stream, y'all.
Yo, if there's somebody in here, can you text in the chat so we can see?
Yeah, is because I saw the word here a second ago. I didn't have the chat actually open, so sorry about that, y'all. As I said, still new to this. But yeah, if you're in here, or if you have been in here, please drop it in the chat. You're more than happy to chat with me.
Make sure. Oh, dude, this is.
Let's see. Let's see. Alrighty. So we got 2 people in here. I see 2 people in the stream.
Here, sign in to that. And then go to guest.
It's not letting me. Why is it not working? Excuse the technical difficulties, y'all. As I said, we are still a little bit new to this. Do I need to click it as well? I would just restart it.
The whole Xbox?
No, not the whole episode. I would restart the game.
Okay. Don't press it.
I'm not gonna touch anything. I see 2 of y'all.
Ah, we lost.
All right, now we lost one, but we still got one. We still got one person in here.
No, we don't.
Come on, I gotta. Hey y'all, if you were just doing the chat, say hello. Chat. We are welcome to chat. We will chat throughout this game. But yeah, thanks for joining. This is the University of Alabama Twitch streaming, and yeah, you already signed in. It's me that needs to sign in.
No, show more. Actually, just plays Aussie Ball. Sorry, Austin, if you're watching this.
Why does this happen now?
Oh, you know what it is? I think you're me.
Yeah, maybe. Then
Right.
just sign in. You sign in as somebody else.
No, what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn off that controller.
Bro, why does it matter? It
Because
doesn't matter.
I get the new one.
It doesn't matter at all.
Please.
Bro, it does not matter at all.
Bro, you have to do it. You have to do it.
Okay,
You know you can just turn off the controller, right? You don't have to pull the batteries out.
it's fine. Go ahead. Don't worry, the boy. He got his out there.
Dude, I can't. Alright, this is what we are. We actually see if you guys. See if you guys want to play. So you guys pick.
It has to. It has to work, right? It's just fine.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Alright.
Wait, why is it? just like, yeah, like quit it and then,
Hit it, quit it.
something like that.
Some slight. There's Mortal Kombat guy. I'm kidding.
Yeah, there's the Mortal Kombat game, guys. We are actually sponsored by Coca-Cola, so enjoy yourself a nice brisk.
Alright. Press the A button. No. Why?
You're already signed in.
Bro, it's not. I promise you. You gotta stop pressing that button.
I haven't pressed anything.
You just did.
No, I literally didn't press a single thing, dude.
You gotta wait until we get to that screen. In fact, just turn off the controller.
No, you see my hands. My hands are up, chat. Chat, my hands are up.
I think this is you.
It's already saying you were signed in, bro.
No, I know, but it would say add guest. Because it's whoever
I don't know,
launches the game.
Then maybe reconnect my controller to the Xbox. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, wait. Oh, wait, shit. Here.
And how is that?
Okay.
You started off. I think maybe go ahead like I did last.
Spam guys, just spam guys.
So my A works. It's not a
There we go.
baby. Let's start now.
Scorpion.
Oh, it's not.
Sub-Zero. Scorpion.
No, it's just like block.
Alright, I guess we can power.
Honestly, because if this is set up to there, just restart your Xbox. No, because we're streaming from this.
This is the remote. Change plans.
Yeah, let's try another game. See if Hey, we got two people. I don't know who this other person is in the chat, but I love you. Thank you for coming to the chat. Starter roll with the technical difficulty right now.
Raiden.
Hey, thank you guys for joining the chat. Thank you so much. We have a technical. Oh boy. Thank you for coming to the chat. Welcome. How was your night?
Raiden. Sub-Zero.
See now there's a cameo.
Kano. Sector.
Alright, so what we're gonna do, chat, is we're gonna actually swap off.
Ying Fortress.
How can you feel no shame?
Why should I? I've done nothing wrong.
Round 1. Fight.
I feel no pity for you.
Round 2. Fight.
You are a formidable challenge.
Final round. Fight. Finish.
Sorry, we have to look over here and see the finisher. Okay, left, right.
Left, right, left, Y.
Okay.
Left, right, left. Left, right, left.
Raiden wins.
We'll learn for sure. Yeah, sure. Chat it up. Show the viewers well. Alright. Up here.
Scorpion.
No, I don't think so. If you're in here, Trevor, no, we cannot.
Liu Kang.
Okay.
Reptile. Goro. Goro. Frost.
Very hard. Are we gonna do very hard yet?
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
I'm confused. Kung Lao said you were a beast.
A mere figure of speech, Saizo.
Oh, so fun fact.
Round 1. Fight.
I do.
Scorched.
Round 2. Fight. Finish him. Fatality. Reptile.
I am not good at this game.
Alright, should we do one more?
Yeah, you can.
Should we try the controller one more time?
Liu Kang. General Shao. Goro. Frost. Sundo. If you loathe me, why bring me into this timeline?
Because I had hoped you could be redeemed.
Round 1. Fight. Final round, fight. Wins.
Alright. Should we play a game of Madden to end it?
Yeah, let's try a game of Madden. Let's see if we can get this other controller connected. Then we'll dip out of here, chat.
Look at your favorite game.
No, it is my favorite game. I should probably turn this off for now.
Who's your NFL team?
Who's mine?
Yeah.
By
EA Sports. It's in the game.
but in general, I watch the games. Is what I really like. Yeah, I don't know. But you're also from down there.
I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the babe. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I'm up for my snipers, and these sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan, I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. Coming up next.
But to be fair, I wasn't there for.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Miami Dolphins. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
On play action, here's Tua, steps away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
On 2nd down, Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. That lined up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Touchdown! Alec Ingram. 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Hurts going to keep it again. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Now, I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Tua. This is caught. Touchdown Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 33 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You gotta like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I gotta get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you
Don't
gotta
worry
do.
about your hands though.
Yeah.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it as we resume action. Sanders now to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at second and long. Hurts going to keep it running right. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, They want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Hurts. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. And this play's still live. He faked the spike, go throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they're trying to hit him with something you don't see too often. But it doesn't work out. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. Everything falling apart now. Another one. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Finding room at midfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Here's Hurts to throw. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua going to throw. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. Hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change them up.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Hurts sets up to throw it. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camp. Do you remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room? This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, a full half to be played. Hurts will throw. And now Fisher gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Boy, look like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. First down, Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. He's into space past the 25. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Complete to Zacchaeus. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down and 8. Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Touchdown, Eagles. Olamide Zacchaeus in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles.
Nah, that's all right. We're already in it. So,
The ball.
We already chilled.
Number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. They'll try to run with Swift. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries and 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. And a second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
So the two teams will hit a happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 84 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. A call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to come any further into their deficit. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Dolphins are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackle for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open net is Waddle complete. But he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time there's a...
And they'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and they're able to add on to their advantage.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it timed with points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brandon Jones in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, Parker?
And this is caught. It's Brown. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Eagles are back within a score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them. Well, partners, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Tua now on first down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give it a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And it's a 15-yard pickup. But it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going to be hit and taken down to the ground. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They're going to look to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Well, saw it, but put his down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Second and 10. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and go on my D.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
Swift. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard at the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 11, 50 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Here's Tua. He's got to complete to Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Now Tua. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Throwing Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it's stopping with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Now he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Tua on 4th down. And going deep for Hill.
Oh,
that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
What? No. At least finish the game. Oh, did I?
Lana, stand up. Bit of he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro. You ain't going like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I call it, let my skin fade marinate. We got toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's on, man, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. Fortune, I'm on it. Break, no side, know about these ways. I call it, let my skin fade marinate. We got toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all look. Zoe Crab is half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I come buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. To the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't going like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I call it, let my skin fade.
4 minutes.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
Tua to throw right away. And incomplete to open things up.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. This is taken in. It's complete. And he will have the Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop. But that winds up incomplete.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
A big gain on the play, but it leads to 4th down.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it. And he will have a Dolphins first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
The more and more that we broadcast games, the more I realize how much this game is about the eyes. And in this case, they got fooled because the defense was checking out the eyes of the back, thinking he was getting the ball. Should be looking at the QB, shouldn't they?
A little bit of a surprise indeed, and he was able to get forward for that 1 yard. Now this time, Tua's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it and throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. So plenty of action. No sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Yeah, run here with Raheem Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. On gain of a yard.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. Back now in Miami as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Well, now it goes.
Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So we have a score report now.
Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broadcasting 101. I cut it on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. First points of the game coming in the fourth quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a one-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 7-0, 54 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on second down.
Walk with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mahomes. Complete. Valdez-Scantling.
They drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
For this crowd, making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more, and, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. For the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense.
There we go. Hey, thank you all for coming to the stream. I don't know if anybody else is left. There's me.
Thanks to our most loyal fan that's been here the whole time with us.
Yeah, thanks to our one most loyal fan who has been here with us from the start. That's your boy. But regardless, everyone that joined, didn't join, wanted to join, kind of joined, thank you for joining the stream.
We had a great time too.
Yeah, we had a great time. It was fun. A lot of laughs, a lot of good time. A lot of chats, a lot of banter.
And next time we'll have the controllers figured
Yeah, we'll actually have the controllers figured out, and we'll get the stream off without a hitch next time. So thank you for joining. Y'all take care, and just be safe out there, y'all. All right, take care. Bye.